everybody, EchoV here, and if there's one thing guaranteed to be talked about by the Pokemon community, it's what Pokemon that you want to use for your team. And in some cases, some of these fans have actually made videos about them. And originally, I was gonna be one of those people, that is, until I decided to do the opposite. Instead of talking about Pokemon that I want to use, why not talk about the ones that I don't want to use? As in, no matter what, even if these were the remaining Pokemon left for me to use, I would never want to use them and would rather just repeat some Pokemon. And this can be for a variety of reasons. Perhaps maybe they're just Pokédex fodder, they're meant to be the HM Mule, they have abilities that I want to use, or maybe I just downright don't like them for someone better. Anyways, here we go! And first up on this list, we have the regional bugs. And the reason why I don't want to use them on my team is that they're not really all that strong and are really meant to be more quote-unquote tutorial Pokemon. Meaning that these Pokemon are your very first tutorial catches, your first experience with evolution since they evolve at very early levels, and in some cases, your very first dual type Pokemon. And as great as they are at giving players these experiences, they're not very strong and usually end up being less useful around the third gym. There are way better bug types there that should be used instead. Next up on the list is Deli Bird, and poor Deli Bird. It seems that no matter what Game Freak does, Deli Bird will always end up being on a worse list somewhere. And this list is no exception, by the way. What makes Deli Bird a no-no for me is not only both its disgustingly low base stat total of 330 and its disgustingly low moveset, but also the move that prevents it from being forgettable. Present. I mean, do I have to say anything about this move? I mean, you know how this move works, right? A slight chances for it to do very good damage, but it also has the slight chance to heal your opponent. You know, the one thing you never want to do. Seriously, do I need to say more about Deli Bird that hasn't been said already? If you really want to use a Deli Bird, use its Paradox form relative, Iron Bundle instead. It'll save your sanity, trust me. Okay, I know. The previous two entries were obvious picks on who shouldn't be put in the team, but I promise you, the following ones will be actual picks. I just want to get those out of the way. Anyways, the third Pokemon on this list is Aom Snow, and fair warning, I will be repeating myself a bit here since I've already talked about Aom Snow negatively in a previous video. But to make it short, I don't like Aom Snow for its type, which is Grass Ice, which means that it has 7 weaknesses that are sure to overlap with other members of the team. Now, having a weakness overlap isn't really uncommon to begin with. It's gonna happen eventually, just accept it. But in my opinion, Aom Snow is actually one of the worst offenders out there. Plus, Aom Snow also has another misfortune with its ability, Snow Warning, which means hail will be summoned the moment Aom Snow comes out. And if you ask me, a Pokemon with an ability that can summon weather can often be the cause of your own Pokemon fainting. And believe me, I speak from experience. So yeah, thanks Aom Snow! And for the penultimate spot of number 2, and I gotta be honest, this really hurts for me to put on this list because it's actually one of my personal favorites, and that is Sandslash. And the reason why Sandslash is on this list is because after beating Lieutenant Surge, Sandslash's usefulness starts to dwindle in my honest opinion. I mean, really? The only reason why I use Sandslash is because I need a temporary ground type until I was already comfortable enough with turning my Nidorina into a Nidoqueen. But all is not lost for Sandslash though, for Sun and Moon delivered and gave us a Alolan Sandslash, giving a much needed redemption arc for this forgotten classic. I have no idea why I said that line as a chivalrous knight, but whatever, it's staying there anyway. Anyways, so yeah. I guess for this case, we can classify Sandslash as a maybe, because while I haven't used the Cantonian version of Sandslash, I have used the unloaded form with satisfying results. And for the final spot of number 1 is Vaporeon. And this is all your fault, Pokemon fanbase! Out of the original evolution trio, although Jolteon is my favorite evolution overall, I always thought that Vaporeon is the most creative overall. I mean, turning a dog-like thing into an aquatic creature that make it look like a fish, that's a great job if you can do it properly. And the evolutions as a whole are great additions to any team, and I will always wait for a day when I can say that I have used every evolution out there. Too bad that's never gonna happen because I will never use Vaporeon for as long as I live. And it's all thanks to that stupid meme that gets spammed everywhere. And it's not even a good meme to begin with, yet that's what gets Pokemon fans getting like stupid 9-year-olds. Like, what the hell? Now, I get that Pokemon fans fawning over the actual Pokemon themselves is not something new. I mean, look at Gardevoir. And to each their own, you know. As long as they're not killing anyone, fine by me. But that's not for me. Okay, I see Pokemon as animals living in their own environment. They do what they want and listen without question. But this is not what I had in mind. And what hurts is that this is gonna continue on and on for every new Pokemon out there. Just irritating! I just want to use a Pokemon for a team, but then it has to be like, oh, that's so cute and hot, isn't it? Like, stop it, man. Just stop it. And I honestly feel that Vaporeon has had the worst of it. Vaporeon, I want to use you for my team, but as long as Internet Weirdos exist, I don't think I'll ever be comfortable using you for a team. I'm so sorry. You deserve better. And that's it for this video. Are there any Pokemon that you think that you will never use for your team no matter what? Leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If it's your birthday today, then happy birthday. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye everyone, be good to each other.